my name is Sean's Legacy, and before I even start here, yes, I know I'm kind of all stop motion-y. I don't know why. Just deal with it for now. Anyway, so the Return to Freddy's. As you know, I've played that for a while now on my channel, and currently what's replacing it is Undertale. So, overall, what did I think of the game? So yeah, basically this is a series I'm going to be starting revolving entirely around games I've already finished and my final opinion on. Basically, this will consist of various factors such as, you know, how the game was, storytelling, voice acting if there is any, generally just essentials for gaming. So, without further ado, let's get started. So basically, I think the best thing I can get started with is how the game was overall, just gameplay-wise, you know, things like that. It wasn't that good at all. No, in fact, once you get the pattern as to how the animatronics behave, it becomes a memory game of sorts. In fact, for the majority of the nights, you don't even have to play the game. It's just sitting in your office and waiting for them to attack. By the time they do, it's already too late because it's 5 AM. And of course, it uses assets from the original Five Nights at Freddy's games, which is a little bit annoying, but hey, you can't really blame it for that. However, you can blame it for the fact that it doesn't really pose much of a challenge in general. In fact, half the time, the mask doesn't even work. Demonstration here. So, gameplay-wise, it isn't really that great, but how's the voice acting? Yeah, the voice acting is quite bad, actually. In fact, so bad that you could compare it to someone on drugs just trying to figure out what the heck they're trying to say. And the majority of the stuff this guy says doesn't make any sense, doesn't correlate with anything at all, and generally, he just doesn't know what he's saying, up until the last 2 nights. And even then, it's not that useful. Here, have a listen.
I thought today, well, he was after me. Probably not. Anyway, it's just my problems. Nothing you should worry about.
So yeah, basically, voice acting, not very good at all. The gameplay, very, very straightforward, and there's no randomness at all to it. So, basically, so far this game is on a bad streak. But, is there anything redeeming about the game? Not really, no. In fact, the only redeeming quality there is that it throws a curveball at you and makes the game a little bit more difficult on the 6th and 7th night. And even then, it is rather easy to beat if it weren't for the puppet being a completely cheating thing. Yeah, basically the game completely contradicts all its rules and then has the puppet jump scare you on the very final night. And it's basically impossible to beat. So, overall, what's my final rating for the game? Overall, the final rating is complete crap. Yep, that's pretty much it. The game isn't that good at all. The gameplay, if you can even call it that, is just memory, and the voice acting could do with quite a few improvements. But it's not to say that this game didn't have any effort put into it, because, to be honest, it is clear that it did take some programming, and it did take quite a bit of time to make. But, generally, this game isn't very good. It's not very fun. Once you get the hang of it, it isn't even that interesting at all. And eventually, it just becomes a complete boredom fest. So, basically, what I'm trying to say is, I hope the second one's better. And with that being said, until next time, this is Sean's Legacy, signing off. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. And now it's time for the outtakes. So yeah, basically the phone guy goes on about his own problems, and it isn't even making any sense half the time, and apparently it's like the purple guy or Freddy or something like that going after him. I don't even know. The game does a horrible job at explaining the plot. It does a horrible job at what it was supposed to do. And the gameplay is rather linear. So, what is there So with that being said, where on earth does this game take place in my, dang it, it's stupid door right there. No, in fact, once you get the pattern as to how the animatronics behave, it becomes a memory game of sorts, and, yeah, it's a bit, yeah.